Welcome back, guys, to our Graviteam Tactics Mius Front German campaign, and we are going on a major attack here with some infantry and a few of our martyrs. Hopefully we're going to take this area. We've already pushed so far into this particular mission. We've done very, very well so far, but if we can't keep this campaign going, and if we can't keep the offensive on, then we will lose. So we're leaving Staromogolitsky to attack what looks to be an entrenched Soviet position. They could have tanks. Right now it looks like just infantry, but let's jump in and see what happens, my friends. So I already get really concerned when I open up the global map, and this is what the actual map looks like. You can see that we've got a bunch of units back here, sort of in this area. A lot of these guys are, of course, not actual infantry units, but just supply units. We do have a lot of guys that are already in the trenches, and we've got our martyrs back here. Now, there's no way I'm going to be sending these martyrs out first. We're going to have to send infantry out first to attack what could be a suspected Soviet zone. I'm going to be, of course, moving a lot of infantry up here, but we've also got a few allies here at Staromogolitsky. I'm, of course, going to be leaving them behind, but we're definitely sending the infantry forward first to make sure that there is nothing in the way. Of course, this particular battle is going to be at night, guys, so wish us luck, because the way this battle is set up, I'm a little concerned about what we're going to find. Let's just hope everything goes to plan. Wish us the absolute best of luck. We can see that Heldrich has lost his tank. He no longer has one. So we've got Elman and Lasser. I believe that's the only tank we had. Ginther and this gentleman, Heydrich, do not have a tank. So we've got 2 tanks as opposed to 4. That's going to change a lot of things. Wish us the best of luck, and of course we'll be back when we get into combat. Alright, there is some good news, my friends, and that is that Raab, Dietrich, and Grau, of course we all remember Grau, do actually have tanks. They're all the way over here, though. We've got them in not the greatest position for tanks. That's obviously my fault here. We've been doing so well, so I'm hoping that they can find their way at night through this foresty nightmare towards the enemy lines. We already have somebody retreating. This is unbelievable. Dietrich is already running away. He did this to us last battle, so this guy is not the most trustworthy tank commander at all. If I could, I'd shoot him myself. I already see what looks to be some trenches here ahead of us. I hope that's not what I'm looking at, because if there are trenches there very well could be enemies. I'm going to turn Raab this way. Hopefully we spot something, but I am not liking what I'm seeing here at all. Let's fast move with Raab a little bit. And of course now, without his commander there, he's much less likely to follow any orders. I would hate Grau to fall prey to trenches, if that's the issue here, to a bunch of infantry in trenches, which could kill this Mauser. So I'm hoping that that's not an occupied trench line. Let's put it that way. I don't want to risk Grau's life to move in there at all. This is definitely one of the more frightening scenarios I've been in within this campaign, I must say. And because their damn commander has given up, you know, we are having a lot more trouble moving these guys around. There we go. We see some artillery shots back there. We're obviously doing a full-out attack here, and I definitely want Kluger to go here quickly. I want him to fast move. We've got some enemy contact. Here we go. It's begun, and it looks like the enemy contact is coming from behind us. It's actually towards our allies' lines. So this is different, but we have spotted it with our infantry here that just came upon them. And holy crap, to have the first enemy contact here is pretty terrifying. It looks like we did wipe them out pretty quickly with some grenade blasts. Those Soviets are nothing more. And of course, we've popped open some flares to spot anything in the area. Come on. Okay, we definitely killed a few Soviets there, I would guess 4 or 5. But now, of course, that Graviteam has updated their game. They've gotten rid of those little gray dots, which let us know how many enemy are down. So we're going to have to wait till after the battle. Nonetheless, I'd like to see some Soviets on the ground, but I definitely want to see if we can spot any more. And there we go. We're getting up on the trench line. Here we go. Enemy contact. And sure enough, these trenches are probably not completely empty. Come on, Wittmann. Got our infantry approaching first. They're actually dealing with this very, very well, all things considered. Keep going, boys. Keep it up, keep it up. Yeah, those trenches are not empty. There's no way. Good Gengelhardt in there. If anything, they've left the trench line. Also got some more Soviets up there on top of the hill. Guys, we've got some pretty nice cover here with these bushes. They're actually in a decent position, but look at this. Look at this. supply squads have come across some more Soviets. They're all over the place here. I'm actually going to be moving this infantry forward over here to try and contact them. Okay, Altwehr, attacken sich. Man, this is a nutty battlefield, I must say. Just their location is kind of crazy. I'm going to take some of our boys and get into the trenches, as it looks like they've abandoned them. And they might have just tried to get the hell out of here as fast as they can. That might have been what they were doing. But if that was what they were doing, we need to be absolutely aware of it, and we need to respond. There we go. We got some artillery coming in. Maybe some more enemy contact. This better be the same position. Nope. All the way back here. Now, it's definitely just infantry, as far as I can tell. But look at that, guys. We're just now finding them, and we better get on this quickly. So I'm actually going to take Vedengur, a few of these infantry units, and move them over here. So far, most of the fighting has come from this wooded area, which is exactly where I would run if I were the enemy, trying to escape tanks. Just hoping we don't lose any vehicles due to the positioning here of the enemy. You can see a lot of dead Soviets right here. A lot of dead Germans too, though. One of our boys right there. Over here, I think we have a dead Soviet. Wow. Well, this is where a lot of problems are going to come from, and that's going to be all of the Soviets over here that killed the small group we had of engineers, etc. Trying to get past them, of course, but they are definitely still fighting. Look at that. Those flares and those fires are showing us where the enemy is. Shoot, boys, shoot. We need some good shots here. It looks like there's a Soviet machine gun right here. I think we've taken it out, though, and actually it's a Soviet AT gun, so we got very, very lucky there, wiping out the crew. We must keep up the fight. All right, where is our Mauser division? Raab and Grau are all the way back here. We can already move them up. Keep it up, boys. Keep up the fire. And it looks like over here our infantry is approaching. They really need to approach because we have a situation here and it needs to be taken care of. Obviously, I think the infantry is going to be the key to this battle. Just trying to wipe out these little pockets of Soviet resistance that are making their way around the woods. And there could be more. We really don't know what to expect here. Keep moving, lads. Keep up the fire. Moving through what looks like maybe a dacha here. Might just be a haystack. Yeah, I think it's just a haystack. Nonetheless, we've got to keep our eyes around. Got to be very aware because we don't know where they're going to pop from. And obviously, in this night position, it's very hard to spot the enemy. We just got a commander killed here. And unfortunately, it's Lieberman. So they might have some men in these woods we're not even spotting. Obviously, as we move through, we're going to find out more. Let's get over here to Berg, approaching that next Soviet position. It's downhill, so we need to get to the top of this hill before we can actually spot these guys. See some tanks from previous battles left behind. Come on, Berg. Waste them. Oh, I love that. It looks like our approaching infantry are getting some great shots here. That's awesome. We need Berg to keep moving forward. Make sure that they don't get into those woods. It's going to make it way harder to root them out. Lauthar has found some too. Let's go over to Lauthar's perspective here. So we are, of course, trapping them on all sides. But a lot of our men seem reticent to actually get into action here and fire. So they're going to move right up on him. Look at this. Lauthar is getting right up on this Soviet. But he just at the last second turned around. You can't do that. You can't get that close to the enemy and then turn away. You've got to keep going. This is terrifying. Got reports of enemy over here in this position, so Lauthar could be running into a trap. I'm glad to see that our men are continuing to fire. That's definitely some good news, but the fact is, we just found a Soviet pocket, and now we have to wipe it out. And it's not going to be easy. We're going to lose a lot of men doing it, I think. Come on, Berg. We need that firepower continuing. Berg's right here. There's a Soviet right to the left of him. I hope that this machine gun can start firing. Come on now. Yeah, we definitely have some Soviets that have made it to the bushes. Fire! That's what I'm talking about. Exactly. Keep it up. And watch for the enemy on your left. It looks like that Soviet finally got hit. Took us long enough. He's down now. But now that they've of course gotten into this bushy position, which is not going to be good for us. I don't want a single Soviet left alive on this field. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that. We have found the mother lode, my friends. We have found the mother lode. That's it right there. We've got Szymanski. I'm hoping somebody can do something about this situation. This is where they've run off to, and Szymanski does have a Mauser. Excuse me, does have a Marder. Just basically waking up here. Let's move the Marder forward. Move forward. And of course, without his commander, it's going to be very hard. You can see that little X on top. He is not receiving orders. We need him to get to that position, and fast. Come on, Szymanski. There we go. He's on his way. He's on his way. But of course, now we've got a lot of men trapped. And this is what I was worried about in this nightly, or very, very dark nightly scenario. I knew that we were going to run across something. There's just no way that there were just a few groups of Soviets there. Of course, they're going to come out with a large, large force here. We've got to keep firing here. Of course, now without our little gray dots, we don't know how many of these guys we're hitting. We just need to hope that these rounds are finding their target. And at the same time, I want Vendinger to go in here, because there's definitely still some Soviets in that pocket. And we've got plenty of tanks, plenty of things back here that can assist in this situation. Without knowing the situation fully, we're putting ourselves into a very dangerous, dangerous area. Keep shooting, guys. Enemies calling for a ceasefire. We're not accepting that ceasefire. We found this pocket of Soviets. We'll let them run before we accept that ceasefire, guys. We've got to keep attacking. We've come this far. It looks like Sayed and a few other Germans are in a serious battle for their lives. You can see our infantry over here firing into the night. At least they're firing. One of them wounded right here. Come on, get yourself together, son. Look at that. Soviet right away. Feet away. Shoot. Good shooting. One of them down right there. Let's keep firing at this position. We've got a flare up. That's what we need. Get those flares up. Let everybody see what's going on and waste this area. Got a few men all the way over here, and Szymanski is getting closer and closer. I hope he's throwing some lead down range. Szymanski, get your head on. I know your commander's a coward, but you must absolutely take the reins here. He might just be a martyr, but he's not just an anti-tank guy. He can fire at these locations, at these targets, and get some serious damage on the enemy. And I need him to do just that. A lot of beautiful shots going downrange towards this group of Soviets, but we're not giving up, guys. Come this far. We are not stopping now. What I'm more worried about are the Soviets that could be hiding in this bushy area and could, of course, basically ambush our guys before they even get there. That's why we brought in Vendinger. See a few of them over here that we found. And one of these is not a Soviet. One of these is one of our men. Dead right next to the... No, sorry, both Soviets. We got lucky. Just barely. There we go. Finally, we've got some machine gun fire coming from Szymanski. That's what we need, guys. That needs to keep going. There we go. Keep it up. Believe it or not, that turret can do a lot of damage, but right now it's aimed far closer to our men than it is towards the enemy. I'm going to move Szymanski forward. Boom. He's firing over there. I don't know what he sees, but he might see something we don't. And as you can see, there are of course, trucks here from previous battles, bodies here from previous battles. want to make sure this is counted as a victory, and that's why I'm not accepting that ceasefire, one of the many reasons. Szymanski has created his own group at this point. It's all up to him. He might be the new Grau. I think Grau is way back there. It's going to take him a while to get forward. Rob and Grau are on the way. Grau is our big hero from all the previous battles. So I'm hoping he can change this situation big time. We're definitely getting some kills here, no doubt about it. With that much lead going down range, that many bullets and tracers going down range, we're hitting something, but there's still so many of these guys around. It's worrying me. All right, Szymanski, this is good placement. These boys better be in it for the long haul. There we go. That's what I like to see. Keep it up. I want the enemy running away. I don't want a ceasefire. This is where Szymanski can really shine. Let's take a look at Sayer's position. So we've got some Soviets coming towards him. Pulling back. I don't blame him. Yes, keep it up, Szymanski. Let's get over here to Engelhardt. Now, these guys are being spotted by the Soviets because of these fires raging around them. We've got 2 dead Soviets right here near us. One of them, look at that. Is that a sniper rifle? That is a sniper rifle. No, just a regular Mosin. Looked like a scope to me for a second. But I think it is just a regular Mosin Nagant. Nonetheless, deadly, and they're running for cover. As you can see, they're running for cover into that wood line. It's exactly what I didn't want to happen. Because there they have a chance of survival. Alright, Rob and Grau. Rob has arrived, boys and girls. It's time for the hero to put that gun to work. Grau, we trust in you, man. You're one of our best. Given a citation by the Führer himself, but you must keep fighting. He's also got some infantry support over here. He's not going in it alone. I wouldn't send him in it alone at all. Come on. You better not have lost your nerve, Grau. Rob is moving farther than Grau is right now. Rob, right in front of you, sonny boy. Stop right there. You've got to make sure Engelhardt kills that guy. He could kill Grau. He could finish him off. Hit him, boys. Hit him. He's panicking. Yup, and so is Rob. Rob is panicking, probably because he just realized. Good attack there by our man, but just realized the damn Soviet was like feet from him. And all it takes is one Molotov to just wipe out, totally wipe out a martyr division. Here we go. Grau is finally firing. He's getting some of his skill back, but he's ignoring all of those Soviets going into the woods over here. We should put Grau into command of this unit. The man has balls of steel and a heart of iron. Vorwärts. Get him, get him, get him. Look at this infantry. We're getting closer to the enemy. Get him, get him. Grau is firing, throwing some grenades here. Wow, way behind the lines. So there's definitely Soviets here. I see one down right there. He just managed to kill with a grenade. They're all over the place, guys. This almost reminds me of a Vietnam-style situation with the Viet Cong attacking from the bushes. Grau, turn. Turn, son, turn. At least Grau follows orders pretty quickly. Fire at will. Alright, Wendinger and Altenweiter. I'm going to have them attack here on Grau's left flank. We're definitely decimating these forces, but I can't wait to see the actual casualties at the end of the battle. Because right now, boom, boom, boom! Beautiful! Getting some shots here on the enemy. Definitely some grenades being thrown. Wendinger is terrified. Don't blame him. He doesn't know what's in front of him, and neither do we. There we go. Soviet is getting very close here. See the Soviet here running, running, running. Get him, boys, get him. Grenade. Beautiful. He's dead. Grenade for good measure, why not? I like to think we spotted and killed most of the enemy here. But again, they're still not retreating. And it looks like over here they've got more men, and we've got some AT guns that have started spotting them. Firing away at the enemy. I like this a lot. Come on, get this unit, get this enemy to retreat. Let's also take that 183.2 area. Right now, this battlefield is littered with shell holes, so that's the one benefit. And we've got plenty of men moving up here. You can actually hear the wolves, if you listen close enough, the wolves at night waiting for some bodies to feast on. Good shooting. He's dead. Alright, it's gotten quiet. Doesn't make me feel any safer, though. All these guys have got to go through this wood area and find some enemies. I'm sure there's even more, to be honest with you, around here. I don't know where they are. We've got Lassad all the way over here, so we've got tanks kind of just hanging out, not doing much. Here we go, more Soviets. Good shooting. Saw that. Actually, I don't know if you guys saw that. There, I saw the rifle fly. Or in this case, the machine gun fly. That could have been absolutely devastating to our infantry. There we go. We got more of them. We've got more of them. Get them, boys. Get them. There's no way these guys are going to survive. Two Soviets right here. They've got a machine gun. Good shot. Commander's down. And I believe that machine gunner is going to be down soon enough. Looks like, sure enough, Vettinger and Altenweier have spotted some more Soviets hiding. Look at this. Oh, a grenade just went off in that group of Soviets taking cover here. That is a trench line. That is a trench line, brothers and sisters. We have got to destroy that. Let's go for it. No wonder they didn't just retreat. They've got trenches. Feuer. Altenweier. Vettinger going in there up close and personal. Firing right into the trenches. Soviets look pretty comfortable over here. A lot of them are dead, but they've got enough men to hold the line. There we go, Altwehr. You guys can barely see the battlefield because of all the bushes around here. But we can see our boys fighting to take that control of this trench line. Soviet just tossed a grenade. Throw a grenade, good job. He's going to charge us. Look at this, look at this. Oh my god, we just had to throw a grenade near our own men. Boom! One of them just exploded near Wendlinger. He got extremely lucky not to get hit by any shrapnel. Looks like he's finished off, but we've got many more areas to comb over, basically, with a fine brush. Oh, Szymanski is very close to a Soviet commander here. I don't like it at all. Szymanski, pull the hell back and kill that son of a bitch. We just got hit. That is a grenade for sure. Pull back, Szymanski. We're lucky we took it in the front. Pull back, pull back. Gonna try to run. Hopefully Szymanski's machine gun can spot him. Come on, get him. More enemy contact. Oh, that's gonna be it, yeah. I don't know if Szymanski can pop this guy or not. The fact the enemy are not retreating is troubling. And I think it means one of two things. Either they are just being stubborn or they've got more trenches out here. Or maybe an entire group of new troops ready to go. Come on, run from here, Ivan. Oh, we got some more contact. Enemy commissar. I keep saying commissar, but of course, it's really an enemy troop. Nice hit by our men. Just took out one of the enemy units here. One of them is wounded, but still alive. At least we found something. Oh! One of our boys just killed by an enemy explosion. This place is booby-trapped with Soviet soldiers. Keep shooting, keep shooting. Key point taken. That's beautiful. It might be all the way back here, but it's something. We might find a new Soviet group over here if we get closer. I'm not 100% sure on that. But we're locating new things every second. It looks like some of our infantry have already spotted this problem. These guys are fighting very, very hard just to kill the Soviets hanging out in this position. Keep firing, kill them all. Some more Soviets over here, 2 of them actually. Altwerer, you are in danger, son. Don't you have any more Stalingrad, or have you wasted them all? He's going right for them. He's right in front of them. Altwerer is right in front of them. Get him! They just threw a grenade. They don't even see each other in this darkness. And one of them just got hit. I don't know what Altwerer is doing. I think he's suffering from serious shell shock right now. He doesn't know where the enemy is or where the allies are. And I don't blame them in this darkness. But they've got to get their wits about them or they're going to wind up dead. Pretty simply. Alright, let's get back into the bush. Come on. Same with Wittmann. Move it, boys. What's this? Machine gun fire? It's not our machine gun fire either. Let's take a look here at the map. So we've still got possible enemies all the way over here. I'm going to send some of our boys towards that location, including Elman. Right next to a dead Soviet. There's definitely a Soviet soldier behind us here. I think Altweyer may be going for him, so still somebody alive in the trench. Altweyer just ran right past him without spotting him, and this guy's got a machine gun ready to fire. We need Vendingen or one of these guys to spot him and kill him. I think Altweyer's given up the fight. Man, talk about an awesome battle. I must say, one of the most interesting battles I've faced, just in the way that the Soviets were set up there so close to that wood line. And I'm sure it's going to cost us in casualties at the end, because despite definitely having, maybe not necessarily less men than us, but less well equipped, you know, we've got tanks, we've got all this stuff, they're still fighting strong, and they're refusing to surrender. So they have asked for the ceasefire, but I want to make sure it's a total ceasefire, and that's why we're going to send this unit in to finish them off. We'll actually go ahead for a full attack here. Engelhardt, watch out for enemies. Could also be units over here, so I'm sending Liebermann forward. Looks like the area is more or less clear here in the bush, but they could be anywhere. Our men are definitely scouting out every area. Even Steiner with his pistol, look at that. Steiner's like, what in the world is happening in this damn haunted forest? Alright, let's take a look at our allies over here. Mostly artillery guns. And those are beautiful weapons there. Looks like an 88. Could it be an 88? Might be. Oh, gunfire. It's going to be coming from Engelhardt. Sure enough, it is. Yep, there we go. Finally, an explosion hit that Soviet. He's down for the count, but he's not totally dead. He's just knocked out. Another explosion. That. Now he's down for the count. And still more explosions happening here. Some Stallengranats being thrown in the mix. I think these trenches are not totally empty of Soviets. Let's make sure that Grau's okay. My good friend Grau. I don't want anything to happen to you, Grau. You're good men. There might still be more over here. Dead Soviets. Got one dead German right now. Oh, yeah, that is a dead German. One of our boys fell prey to the enemy for sure. And I think in this sort of a situation, it's hard not to get your throat cut by a Soviet soldier in these woods, especially when you don't know whether you're attacking or defending. And a lot of our guys were running past soldiers. They had no idea where the hell they were. Well, now they do. All right, Engelhardt, keep moving. Venningle, keep moving. I'm almost about to accept this ceasefire. We're going to go ahead and speed things up just a little bit. Alright, so yeah, we're right on the point that we were supposed to attack for sure. At this point, there could be some enemies out over this way. It's looking very quiet to me, but since they haven't retreated, I'm not so sure it's that quiet. So we're going to go move towards this group over here. We have no idea where these trenches would be, if they are in fact here. But we're going to search all along the line here. Going right back to that trench. Klemper and Dahlin, I'm going to go ahead down this way. I'll actually send Teichmann over here. But it looks like we've cleaned this area pretty well. I don't see any enemies. They're certainly not retreating, so there's got to be a trench somewhere. We might be able to stumble onto it. But obviously moving like this, we're going to find something if it's there. If not, well, obviously we're going to come through this empty-handed. What's this? Sure enough, what did I tell you, boys? Another trench. Sure enough. Keep it up. One down. A few more to go. Rausch. Boop. One dead Soviet. Now we know this is a possible position where they're hiding. At least a few of them. Humbach. This almost looks like a trench area, but it's just a bunch of mud nonsense. think that's going to be it, guys. We're going to accept that ceasefire. I don't see any other way to end this battle, at least right now. We're going to go ahead and see what happens. Of course, we're fast-forwarding to the end here. I want to see, it could end up being a defeat, but the fact is we've taken all locations. And right there could have been an enemy. A draw. Let's take a look at the casualties here. 21 killed on our side, 25 heavily wounded, 18 wounded. The enemy, 50 killed, 47 heavily wounded. Not bad odds at all. Now let's take a look at the operational map and see if we actually took this location, which I think we did. Nonetheless, that was a creepy battle, to put it mildly. All right, good news, guys. Look at that. The location is ours. Of course, now we're dealing with an attack for our next battle from some Soviets over here in the south, but we're getting closer and closer to Lugansk, modern-day Ukraine, eastern Ukraine. If we can take that position, I think that's a certain victory in our campaign. But, man, that was an interesting fight, to say the least. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget about our Patreon. If you're able to donate $2 a month, it helps us big time. Or donate more if you want to. Thank you for watching. Take care. And glory to... Well, I'm not going to say it because maybe YouTube will ban me. I mean, it's just a fucking game, isn't it? Glory to Germany. How about that? Thanks, guys.